The Crabby Crab Who Didn't Share. Scene 1. The Big Coconut High. Friends. Once upon a time, there was a crab who lived in a cozy hole on the beach. He loved catching crabs with his friends. One day, Crabby Crab was scuttling sideways along the beach when he found something big and round. It was a giant coconut that had washed up on the shore. Crabby Crab took one look at it and shouted, "Mine! All mine!" He started dragging it towards his hole. A starfish named Starry saw this and called out, "Hey Crab, can we have a bite?" Crabby Crab ignored her and kept on dragging the coconut. A seagull named Squawk also wanted some. So she swooped down and asked, "Crab, can I have just a little bit?" But Crabby Crab just kept on going. "Nope, find your own," he snapped at them. "All this food for me," he said, happily munching on the coconut. Scene 2. Hiding the food. Crabby Crab finished most of the coconut, but he hid the rest of it behind a rock near his hole. Then he went inside to get some sleep. "This is all mine," he mumbled, licking his lips. "So yummy. I can't wait to finish it." Later, while Crabby Crab was busy eating, Squawk the Seagull landed on the rock above him and said in a loud voice, "Crab, you're being a little shellfish." What did you say?" Crabby Crab asked, pretending not to hear her. "I said, let us share this coconut with you. You don't need it all for yourself," Squawk replied. "Oh no, this coconut is mine. Go find your own," Crabby Crab snapped back. "You can keep it if you want it so badly," Squawk said, flapping her wings. "But don't cry when you get hungry again." With that, she flew off. Scene 3. The Big Wave. Meanwhile, a huge cloud appeared in the sky. Soon the wind began to blow, and waves started crashing on the shore. "Uh-oh, a big wave," Crabby Crab said, getting ready to scurry back into his hole. Suddenly, a gigantic wave crashed onto the shore. It was bigger than any of the other waves. "My coconut!" cried Crabby Crab, watching in horror as the giant wave approached. But before he could move, splash! The wave hit the beach and swept the coconut away. Crabby Crab peeked out of his hole, but it was too late. The coconut was nowhere to be seen. He felt sad and hungry. Scene 4. Hungry and alone. Crabby Crab spent the whole day looking for another coconut, but he couldn't find one anywhere. He walked along the shore, sniffing the sand. "I wish I hadn't been so selfish," he sighed. "I wish I had shared the coconut with my friends. Now I'm hungry and all alone." He trudged back home, feeling very upset. Scene 5. Friends share back. Just then, Starry, Squawk, and their friend Shelly the Sea Turtle popped out of their hiding places. "What's wrong, Crabby Crab?" they asked, noticing how sad he was. "I lost my coconut," he sniffled. "I was greedy and didn't want to share it with you, but now I'm hungry and I wish I had some food." Starry, Squawk, and Shelly looked at each other. They knew how much Crabby Crab had struggled to get that coconut, but they also knew how hungry he was. So without saying a word, they disappeared into the water. A few moments later, they came back with some juicy berries, crunchy seaweed, and tasty fish eggs. They placed it all in front of Crabby Crab. "We found these in our reef," said Starry. "There wasn't enough for all of us, so we brought it to you because you needed it more than we did," Squawk added. "Next time, we share together." "Yeah," said Shelly. "Sharing makes us happy." Scene 6. Moral message. Crabby Crab was so touched by their kindness that he couldn't help but smile. He joined his friends, and they feasted together. Crabby Crab realized that sharing makes everyone happy, even crabs. That's why when we share, everyone smiles, even crabs. Do you agree? The end. If you like this story, don't forget to share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an exciting episode. See you next time.